Hello, everyone, and welcome to the first match of this Champions League season for Barcelona. It is FC Barcelona against FC Bayern Munich. Exciting match. Excited to be here, and thanks all of you once again to have come out and tuned in. As always, thanks a lot. Thanks a lot for staying with us here in Blaugranagram. If you want to know much more about Blaugranagram, please be sure to head over to our webpage that is right down there. We thank you a lot, as always, for the support, and I hope you're excited as I am for this new season. Very quickly, the teams are jumping onto the pitch. I'll go through the lineups very quickly in order to really get it out of the way as soon as possible. For Barcelona, we have Ter Stegen, Araujo, Garcia, and Piqué for the goalkeeper and the defense. In the midfield, we have Sergi Roberto playing a little bit as a right back, as Serginho Dest would have done. Frenkie de Jong, Busquets, and Pedri, the normal midfield. Alba on the left, De Jong, Luke de Jong, the striker, the new striker for Barcelona, Luke de Jong, and Memphis Depay. On the substitute side, Barcelona has Neto, Peña, and the goalkeeper, Des, Longley, Mingueza, Umtiti, and Valdez in the defense, Puig, Nico Gonzalez, Coutinho, and Gavi in the midfield, and as an attacker, Demir. For Bayern, we have Neuer, Pavard, Upamecano, Sule, Davies, for the defense and the goalkeeper. In the midfield, Goretzka and Kimmich. In the attack, Sane, Müller, Musiala, and Lewandowski. So exciting starting 11 for both teams. We all know we all knew how they were going to play before this match. It is an exciting match. Right now, it's 9 p.m. Central. At Barcelona, they are playing in the Camp Nou, the first match of this Champions League. And we'll see how Barcelona fares. An exciting moment for Barcelona fans all over the place. Also, first match with fans back at the Camp Nou, so also an exciting time to be there. Would have loved to have been there, but I'm right here with you all along the way. As always, if you have any questions, any comments, please be sure to leave in the comment section, and I'll be sure to check them out as the stream goes on. Well, before everything starts, I wish the best for Barcelona and for Bayern Munich. Hope for a Barcelona win. Please be sure if you want to comment, to interact, please be sure to let me know what is your prediction for today, and we can talk about it as the game goes on. So Barcelona is getting ready. Both teams are on the pitch right now. Everything is getting ready for it in a matter of the referees checking out that everything is okay and everything is all right and everything is in order. So they'll be sure to kick off in just a few minutes. And well, very excited to be here. Once again, I'm alone this time, but I'll be sure to tell you everything as it goes on and try to give you also some sort of analysis. And I think the match is getting ready to begin. Ronald Koeman and Nagelsmann, both managers, are getting ready. They are both on their bench right now, as we see that Robert Lewandowski is getting ready to put the ball into play for his team and start this first half of this Champions League season for both teams. Everybody's getting ready. We can see that a little bit of the tension in the air, a little bit of restlessness by both teams. But the referee is taking his time. I'm not quite sure what he's looking for. He's looking towards the sideline, asking to his assistant or giving him a few indications, but he is looking at his watch. And I think the game will be going, and it is underway right now. It is Robert Lewandowski that gets it underway for Bayern Munich. And Upamecano, right from the get-go, tried to find with a long ball towards Leroy Sané, who is playing right now on the left part of the pitch for Bayern Munich. And Barcelona was quick to get there. It was Ronald Araujo that simply headed the ball out. And right now, it's a ball for Barcelona. It's Ronald Araujo that goes back all the way to Marc-André ter Stegen, also his first match back for Barcelona after a summer in which he I think he had a surgery on his knee, but he is back right now, the German goalkeeper for Barcelona. So exciting for all Barcelona fans to also see him right now back in action. It is Barcelona that have the ball. It's Eddie Garcia. Garcia goes over to Piqué in the midfield. Now he tries to find Pedri, but Pedri is quickly disarmed. I think it was Leon Goretzka who got there first. Now it's Jordi Alba who finds Memphis Depay. Memphis facing a few defenders. He finds Sergio Roberto all the way on the left. And I think it was Davies that almost had a touch, but no, he didn't even touch the ball as Sergio Roberto slid to try to center it back or cross it back. Sergio Roberto was asking for a corner kick. The referee did not give anything. Right now it's Bayern Munich that played quickly into we'll look at the ball rolling once again. It's Upamecano in the center. He goes to his right with Pavard. Pavard goes over to Musiala. Once again, Pavard right now, Bayern Munich not forcing any single pass. They're playing it simple, playing it the clear pass, and just trying to play it and move forward as well, not as quickly, but as steadily as possible. Right now it's Nicolas Süle. Süle goes back to his goalkeeper, Manuel Neuer. Now they go all the way over to the right with Pavard. Bayern Munich not really being not being that quick or being that needy of going into attacking position straight away. Right now they're keeping the possession, not really allowing Barcelona to have the ball or even come in contact with the ball. On the right side, it's going to be an interesting match between Sergi Roberto and Alphonso Davies. We all know the speed that Davies has, and Sergi Roberto may be lacking a little bit that speed, but has a little bit more of experience in these kind of matches. So we'll see how that pans out at the end of the 90 minutes. Right now, it's Memphis Depay. Depay draws a foul by Leon Goretzka in the midfield after the German midfielder pulled a little bit from his T-shirt. It's Sergio Busquets to get the ball once again rolling for Barcelona. It is Barcelona now that have the possession with Jordi Alba. Jordi Alba loses the ball to Musiala. Musiala tries to win it back. Eddie Garcia slides in and wins the ball for a throw-in for his team. Eddie Garcia that has shown just how strong he is and how ready he is for Barcelona to truly gain a little bit more of protagonism in that defense that has been needing. That has much needed a good center back. Right now, it's Barcelona that once again has the ball. Will throw in. They go short to Pedri. Now he goes all the way over to the other side with Araujo. Araujo being pressured a little bit by Leroy Sané. Once again, Araujo. Araujo goes back to Marc-André ter Stegen. Now he goes to his left with Eddie Garcia. Jordi Alba. It's Pedri. Pedri goes all the way back once again to Marc-André ter Stegen. Now ter Stegen tries to find, and he does find successfully Sergio Roberto, who is now being pressured by Alphonso Davies. He goes back to Araujo, and Araujo simply gets the ball away from his own area, trying to not allow Bayern Munich to gain anything from that high and intense pressure. It's a throw-in for Davies on the left side. He's getting ready. The referee tells him he has to go back a few meters. Davies looking for one of his teammates. He's asking for a little bit more of movement. He finally goes to Robert Lewandowski. Now Sergio Roberto being a little bit disarmed almost by Lewandowski. Now it's a ball that Barcelona win. They're trying to go into space and attacking very quickly. Frenkie de Jong is being brought down. He's brought down by Joshua Kimmich, and Kimmich will see the first yellow card of the match at just 4 minutes, almost 5 minutes, after bringing down Frenkie de Jong in what seemed a little bit of almost a counter-attack option. And Frenkie de Jong was really asking for that yellow card. So first yellow card of the match, it's for Joshua Kimmich. And I think he was very intelligent in doing that foul because Barcelona did have, I think, a numerical superiority. They weren't even close right now to the other box, to the box of Manuel Neuer. But nevertheless, he did end any kind of danger. Right now, it's a free kick by Depay. He was trying to find Luke de Jong on the far post, but I believe Robert Lewandowski that had the first touch to it. Right now it's Jordi Alba. He goes to Frenkie de Jong. Now Busquets in the midfield once again. Young. Now Piqué goes all the way back over to Sergio Roberto. Now he is being pressured by Sané. Once again, Busquets with a lot of space in front of him. He finds Jordi Alba on the left. Jordi Alba looking for a cross. He almost finds Pedri, but the ball is cut off, I think, by Pavard, and it goes over to a corner kick. Right now, Barcelona are finding a little bit of space in between lines and are trying to play very, very wide. Right now, it's a corner kick for Barcelona, the first corner kick of the match. I think it's Memphis that is getting ready to take it, and we'll see if Luke de Jong can actually do something with that huge height that he has and being an aerial threat that he is. Here comes the cross, and it is a good cross, and it's almost headed, I think, by Sergio Roberto. In the end, it goes out of the box. Right now, it's Eddie Garcia. He goes all the way back over to the left to Memphis. Memphis facing Musiala. Here comes Memphis. Memphis was a good cross, but once again, it's Pavard that is always there to simply head it away. Now it's now I think it was Robert Lewandowski that had the ball and was being pressured. Once again, being pressured, the Bayern player, and Barcelona wins it back. They go all the way over to Marc-André ter Stegen and try to rebuild all the way from the back. Very first few minutes for Barcelona, they're finding those kind of spaces that are allowing them to play well and not being that not allowing also Bayern to gain anything from that high intensity pressure that they're trying to apply. Right now, Barcelona does lose the ball. I think it was Memphis. A player of Bayern Munich is brought down. I think it was by Eddie Garcia. Lewandowski is on the floor. He was asking for a yellow card. The referee does not give the yellow card, but he does signal a free kick. It's not that close of the box, but it is in a good position for. I'm not quite sure who is the specialist from these kind of distances for Bayern Munich, but it will be interesting to see who gets into that position. 7 minutes and 30 seconds have been played. I think it will be Leroy Sané who's getting ready, the German winger. It will be either Joshua Kimmich or Leroy Sané who will be taking it. It is quite a long, well, it isn't a long distance, but it's not the ideal position, I think, for a direct free kick. But we'll see if either of the two players decide to go for a direct impact. Both players are getting ready. Here comes Leroy Sané with a good shot, but it hits the wall. It doesn't go over the wall. It once again, Kimmich trying to find Nicolas Sule. Now it finds its way over to Upamecano, who is on the edge of the box. He's trying to get away from Frenkie de Jong. He gives the ball away. Now Sergio Roberto is trying to simply let it slide out, and he does so. He covers the ball well. He uses his physicality, and the ball simply goes out of the pitch. And now Barcelona was trying to play quickly into the counterattack through through Jordi Alba. In the end, I think it was Benjamin Pavard who was quick to his feet and intercepted the ball very quickly. And now the ball is once again at the feet of Manuel Neuer on the way over to almost on the edge of his own box. Nobody's really pressing him by Barcelona's side. All of the players of Barcelona are simply waiting in their positions and not even really allowing the player in possession to have many options of playing back. Right now, it's Benjamin Pavard once again on the right. He goes to Upamecano. Upamecano, the young and promising center back who was just transferred from Leipzig towards Bayern. He has been playing, I think, a few good first matches for Bayern, but we'll see how he fares against Barcelona. Right now, once again, Marc-André ter Stegen, who is being pressured by Thomas Müller. I'm sorry. Right now, it's Barcelona once again that has the ball. Memphis loses the ball against Nicolas Sule. Upamecano once again, he goes to his right with Benjamin Pavard. Pavard tries to slip away. He does. He goes to Kimmich. Now Musiala facing Jordi Alba. He gets away from two. He goes back to Kimmich. Kimmich trying to find Robert Lewandowski, and he does find him. And Robert Lewandowski is inside the box. He goes down after a physical tackle by Araujo. He never asked for a penalty, but Ronald Araujo did use his full strength to simply put in a very uncomfortable situation Robert Lewandowski. And now I think Lewandowski used too much of his physicality when Ronald Araujo was trying to simply cover the ball. Looking at the replay, I'm not quite sure if it wasn't a penalty because Ronald Araujo did put a lot of strength on the back of Lewandowski. the referee did not see anything too threatening against the Uruguayan defender. And so the match goes on. Right now, it's Memphis who is crossing the midfield with his ball at his feet. He is being surrounded by three players of Bayern Munich. He was trying to find Luke de Jong, but he was not successful. Right now, it's at the feet of Ronald Araujo once again. Now Sergi Roberto. He goes back to the Spanish veteran Gerard Piqué. Now once again, Marc-André ter Stegen, who is being once again pressured by Lewandowski. And now I think it was simply Eric Garcia who decided to simply get the ball away as far away from his box as possible. Now it's Luke de Jong who plays it to Pedri in a very sensitive fashion. Now it's Frenkie de Jong. Now Frenkie trying to find Memphis in a quick space. He does have Luke de Jong in front of him. Luke de Jong inside the box. And I think it was Benjamin Pavard who tackled him very, very cleanly. He was offside, but nevertheless, it was a good slide tackle by Benjamin Pavard, who came all the way back from a few meters. I think Memphis was really out of options because he had Sergio Roberto on his right and he had Luke de Jong on his left. Both players were offside at the moment that he tried to give that pass. A good break by Barcelona, and also good style of play so far for the Catalans. Right now, it's Thomas Müller who is going to attack on the right. He goes back to Kimmich. Now Pavard with Musiala on the right. Musiala trying to cut back into the middle. He's finally disarmed by Eric Garcia. Now Pedri, who is on the left side. He gets away from Kimmich. He goes back to the Spanish defender Garcia. Now he goes all the way over to the other side towards Sergio Roberto, and Sergio Roberto loses the ball. He gives it away to Goretzka. And now it's Sule. Sule back with Goretzka, and now a little bit of peace in the midfield. Both teams really have tried to play their own style. Neither of them being really that successful. Robert Lewandowski first attempt, and now Luke de Jong, who was deemed offside. Nevertheless, both teams have been trying to gain an edge on the opponent. Right now, it's once again Bayern Munich through Musiala on the right that they're trying to attack. Now Benjamin Pavard. Pavard was looking for Kimmich. He has to go back. He is forced to go back towards Upamecano. Once again, Pavard trying to play it a long pass towards Lewandowski, and he does find him. And now it's a shot by, I think it was Goretzka, but it was tripped up by Ronald Araujo, and it finds its way very easily towards Marc-André ter Stegen. Leon Goretzka tried to, I'm not quite sure, but I think he tried to kick the ball through the feet of Ronald Araujo, trying to surprise probably Marc-André ter Stegen. But the Uruguayan defender was in a good position and did not allow it to go through cleanly. Right now, it is Barcelona that is going into attack this time. It's Sergio Busquets with a lot of time and space. He goes to his left with Eric Garcia. Garcia finds Pedri in between lines. Now he finds Memphis. Memphis looking to his left. He finds Jordi Alba. Jordi Alba in a good position, in a good cross. And it finds Sergio Roberto in a good shot, but it goes over the crossbar. A good cross by Jordi Alba on the back foot of all the defenders. It found its way all the way over to Sergio Roberto, who tried to hit it in a good volley with his left foot, but it simply, I think he hit it a little bit too high and went over the crossbar. A very good transition by the midfield and the attack. Memphis allowing Jordi Alba to have that space and that opportunity to send that cross in. And a good first try for Barcelona. Right now, it's Manuel Neuer who is being pressured by Memphis. He gets the ball away very easily towards Leroy Sané. Now, Upamecano with a lot of space. He's looking to his right. He does go to his right with Pavard. Pavard slows the play down a little bit. He goes back to Upamecano. Now, Upamecano trying to look for a good pass. He does find Thomas Müller, but the pass is intercepted by Gerard Piqué with a good positioning. Now he tries to find very quickly Luke de Jong. He tries to head in the direction of Pedri, but once again, Sané is quicker there and intercepts the ball. Now they go with Kimmich with Pavard looking for a cross. The ball is won very easily once again by Marc-André ter Stegen with his hands. He was in a good position to simply stretch a little bit and win the ball back for his team. Now he has the ball in his hands. He He finally plays it down. He's now being pressured by Robert Lewandowski. He tries to find Luke de Jong once again. He does, but it doesn't seem as if the connection between Luke de Jong and Memphis is being that successful at the moment. Neither of the two have been able to really connect that well through passes or through knowing what the other one is going to do. But let's hope that changes very quickly. Right now, it's Sergi Roberto who wins the ball back against Bayern. Now the ball hits the hand of Alphonse Davies. It hits the ball. He's trying to make his case that it hit his chest. But as we look at the replay, it did hit his hand, and it was in a good position for a counterattack. And the ball gets once again rolling for Barcelona. 60 minutes have been played. Very good and very good first few minutes for both teams. I'm not quite sure who I would say has been playing better, but both teams have been playing good football. Bayern Munich have had a lot more of the ball. Right now it's Luke de Jong who has the ball. He goes to Pedri with a good control. He goes over to Jordi Alba trying to find Luke de Jong, but the ball is a little bit too long, and it finds its way over to Manuel Neuer. A good attempt and a good idea, not that good of an execution. Manuel Neuer goes to his right with Pavard. Now Kimmich is forced to go back to his goalkeeper. Manuel Neuer not being really that pressured by anyone of Barcelona. He goes to Goretzka in the midfield. Now he goes all the way over to the right with Pavard. Pavard hits the ball, and it hits, I think it was Jordi Alba. And now another throw-in for Bayern Munich. I'll take this small space to let you know once again, if you have any questions, any comments, please be sure to leave them down below, and I'll be sure to check them out. And let's hope that we continue to have a good match throughout this whole 90 minutes. Right now, it's Ronald Araujo. He goes to Memphis. Memphis being tripped up by Sule, but the referee does not give anything. Now Sané trying to find very quickly Thomas Müller. Nevertheless, the Spanish defender once again, Gerard Piqué, intercepts the ball. Now Sergi Roberto loses the ball against Sané once again. Sané going into a good position. Sergio Busquets slides, and he does win the ball one back, but at the end, Bayern Munich once again have the ball. Now it's Pavard with Kimmich. Once again, Pavard on the right. It's going with a cross, and it hits Ronald Araujo, and now it's been hit by Leroy Sané, but now an incredible save by Marc-André ter Stegen. The ball falls once again to Alphonse Davies, and now Alphonse Davies trying to find one of his teammates very quickly, and Barcelona try to break quickly into space, but Pavard is first to the ball. Now Frenkie de Jong does intercept the ball, and he does find Memphis with a little bit of space. He goes against Nicolas Sule and Alphonse Davies. He has all the way. He goes in front with Frenkie de Jong. Now Frenkie de Jong trying to find Luke de Jong with a good cross, but Upamecano read that intention all the way over. And now Manuel Neuer has the ball, but a very, very good save by Marc-André ter Stegen, who simply put his hand in the air and denied Leroy Sané. Right now it's Bayern Munich with their defense that are having the ball. It's Sule. Sule goes to his left with Davis. Now Davis isn't being really that pressured. He doesn't see any real passive avenue. He goes all the way to Sule. Now Sule finds Müller. Müller finds Musiala. Musiala gets away from one. He tries to find Robert Lewandowski, but the ball is simply too long. And now he wins the duel against Jordi Alba, and he does have a cross. But I think with Ronald Araujo once again wins the aerial duel. Here comes Kimmich. Kimmich looking all the way over to the other side. Here comes the cross, and the cross finds its way over to the hands of Marc-André ter Stegen. Once again, Robert Lewandowski showing us that he can do so much more than just scoring goals. He almost created an opportunity for his team. And right now, fortunately for them, the cross wasn't that accurate, and it found its way over to the hands of Marc-André ter Stegen very easily. But Bayern Munich are beginning to step it up and are beginning to have a lot more pressure against Barcelona, and Barcelona so far aren't being able to really figure out what to do when they're in that position. They're giving a little bit too much of the ball near their own box, and they're allowing Bayern Munich to have second chances when they shouldn't even have one or two. Right now it's once again Eddie Garcia. Garcia goes over to Piqué. Now Araujo. Araujo tries to find with a long pass towards Luke de Jong, but Luke de Jong once again isn't really in connection. It's understandable as he hasn't had really that much time at Barcelona yet. He is being forced to play because of the injuries, but but nevertheless, he will be expected to play a little bit better than he has in this first 20 minutes. Right now, it's Upamecano for Bayern Munich. He tries to find Sané with a long pass, and he is successful. Now Sané gets away from Ronald Araujo. He tries to get 2 times away from the Uruguayan defender. This time, the defender gets the ball once again for his team. He slips up, and he gives the throw-in for Bayern Munich. Right now, it's Bayern Munich with a throw-in. Here's Davis, and he goes to Lewandowski. Once again, Davis. Davis gets away from Luke de Jong with a good move. And now it's Pavard on the right. Pavard with a lot of green space in front of him. He is being pressured a little bit by Pedri. Now he goes to Musiala. Musiala, who has shown his talent in these first 20 minutes of the match, getting away from 2 defenders earlier. But right now, it seems as if Bayern Munich are having basically the majority of the possession. And Barcelona aren't even really looking to win it back right now with a lot of intensity. Looking at the position stats right now, I'm not quite sure if this is correct or is being correct so far, but 52% of the possession for Barcelona against 48 of Bayern Munich. But it seems as if right now the German side is having a little bit more of the ball. Right now it's Kimmich that goes into attack. It's Robert Lewandowski. Now it's Thomas Müller. Müller goes once again to Kimmich. Once again Müller. Müller goes to Goretzka. Goretzka with a lot of green space in front of him, almost on the edge of the box. He tried to find Robert Lewandowski inside the box, but the defense of Barcelona was cramped altogether in a space, I think, of 2-3 meters, and they simply kicked the ball away as far away as possible. Right now it's Musiala. Musiala is being tripped up by Jordi Alba. Now Jordi Alba is on the pitch. I think he's asking for a contact on his face by Musiala. Musiala did contact him a little bit on his face, but Musiala was also brought down. It is a free kick just on the basically on the sideline. It is Upamecano now with the possession. He goes over to Sule. Sule gained a little bit of meters here, gaining away from Luke de Jong. Now Alphonse Davies. Now Pavard. Pavard with Upamecano. Now Benjamin Pavard once again on the right. As I said before, right now Barcelona are looking to defend a lot more than actually gain the ball back quickly. They're simply comfortable with giving the bulk of the possession towards Bayern, and then simply defend in a space of about 25 meters. Right now it's Goretzka who was being tripped up. I think it was by both Frenkie de Jong and Eddie Garcia, but the referee did not give anything. Right now it's once again Garcia. Pedri finds Luke de Jong. Now once again Jordi Alba. Jordi Alba on the left. He tries to find Sergio Roberto all the way over to the other side. This time Davis wins in an aerial duel, but Sergio Roberto manages to win a throw-in. He goes quickly. He goes over to Ronald Araujo. Now Gerard Piqué. Piqué back to Araujo, and now the Uruguayan defender is forced to play all the way back towards Marc-André ter Stegen. Garcia on the left. Now he goes to Jordi Alba. Jordi Alba goes with Luke de Jong. This time he is quick enough to simply pass the ball back. Sergio Busquets almost loses the ball against Thomas Müller. Now it's Sergio Roberto. Once again, Araujo using his physicality, trying to get away from Leroy Sané, and he does. He is successful. Now Sergio Busquets with a good and cheeky pass towards Frenkie de Jong. Now this time, Goretzka brings down Sergio Busquets with an intense pressure on his back. Leon Goretzka is trying to make his point across towards the referee, telling him that the same happened to him on the other side of the pitch. Right now, a free kick for Barcelona. It is, in their own half. Right now it's Busquets that is getting ready. He moves it quickly towards Pedri in the midfield. Pedri, who is being subtle, he has been winning a few balls back, but also not having that influence that we all know that he can have. Right now, Memphis also being a little bit subdued, possibly by that defense that he's always facing 2 or 3 defenders at a time. Right now it's Piqué with Frenkie. Frenkie de Jong gets away, tries to get away from 2. He gets away from them. He passes the ball back towards Eddie Garcia. Now Jordi Alba on the left with a little bit of space in front of him. He simply decides to play once again back towards Eric. Garcia goes with Busquets. Busquets gives the ball poorly towards Frenkie de Jong. He gives the ball away over to Kimmich. Now Müller with a lot of green space in front of him. He goes to Musiala. Musiala with a good shot, but he is intercepted by Gerard Piqué. Now Piqué is inside of the box on the floor, and now it's Sergio Busquets. Busquets gets the ball away. A lot of hectic moves right there. I think it was Piqué that blocked the ball, but then he didn't have the time to get up quickly as he didn't want to really touch the ball with one of his hands. Right now, it's Barcelona that's trying to break quickly with Memphis. Memphis looking to his right. He does find Sergio Roberto. Sergio Roberto not that pacey, but he does have a little bit of space in front of him. Now he is being closed up. He has been closed down by Davis very quickly and very efficiently. Right now, he is being brought down by Sergi, and the referee does give the foul. Very intense play right there. Musiala did have a good shot, but I think it was between Eddie Garcia and Gerard Piqué that they didn't allow really the youngster to have any option at goal. But nevertheless, a good attempt by the young player of Bayern Munich. And right now it is a free kick for Barcelona, this time inside of the half of Bayern Munich. And here comes the cross, and he finds Rodarajo, and a good header, but it goes once again wide a little bit, I think, over the crossbar. Very, very good contact, very violent contact by the Uruguayan defender. He was all alone. I think it was Upamecano who lost the coverage. And Rodarajo almost put Barcelona in front. And now that I look back at the replay, it was very, very off target. Nevertheless, a very good attempt by the Uruguayan defender, showing just what his area capabilities are. Right now, it's Barcelona that once again have the ball. 51% of the possession for Bayern Munich against 49 of Barcelona. And now it looks as if Bayern are a little bit playing a little bit back. Now it's Jordi Alba that tries to have the cross in, but Pavard intercepts that cross. It finds its way back once again towards Jordi Alba. This time it's Frenkie de Jong. Frenkie de Jong is being brought down by Leon Goretzka, and he does win it cleanly. And now Bayern Munich try to play a little bit wider and get the ball away as far away from their own box as possible. And they are successful doing so. Right now it's Thomas Müller. Müller with Davis. Davis on the left. He goes over to Sané. Sané trying to get away once again from Araujo, but this time he simply plays it back towards his defender. Now the ball finds its way over to Pavard. It's Pavard that goes. They're trying to send in a good cross. I don't know how the ball gets back towards him after Frenkie de Jong did not control it very well. Right now it's Kimmich. Kimmich with Goretzka. Goretzka over to his left with Leroy Sané. Sané going against Sergio Roberto once again. Goretzka trying to find Musiala. This time, I'm not quite sure what Jordi Alba was trying to do. I think he simply got in the way and put his body in the way of Musiala, and the ball simply slips out of the pitch, and it will be ball for Marc-André ter Stegen. Almost 30 minutes of the first half. Very intense first half. I think Bayern Munich is having the upper hand right now, but it seems as if Barcelona only have to simply really click in that final pass or in that final sector, and they could be a lot more successful than they've been. Have a lot more success than they've been having up until right now. Right now, it's Memphis who is inside the box. He's going against Sule, and a good cross, but De Jong was not in the right position to simply tap it in. Right now, it's once again a ball for Barcelona. This time, they go all the way back. Gerard Piqué asked for a little bit of patience and to not go quickly into attack and to really do it well. But Sergio Roberto loses the ball, and now it's Sané. Sané goes to Kimmich. Once again, Sané leading the attack for Bayern Munich. He goes into the center. He tries to find Muller. He does find Muller, who's on the edge of the box. And I'm not quite sure what he tried. I think it was a little bit of a cross. Now it's an attempt by Kimmich, but the ball is deemed. Well, I mean, the play is deemed offside. I'm not quite sure what Muller tried to do. I think he simply tried to pass a little bit too cheeky in between the legs of a few defenders of Barcelona to find Robert Lewandowski. In the end, it hit Leroy Sané, and then a little bit of a deflection with Robert Lewandowski, who was offside. And then Kimmich tried to hit the ball in, but a chaotic defense by Barcelona and a chaotic attack by also Bayern Munich. If Bayern was a little bit, I think, a little bit more tuned, they could have easily been up by a few goals by now. But it's either being luck or discoordination or not being not being focused by the German team. Right now, it's Pedri who wins the ball back. It's Memphis. Memphis trying to lead a little bit more of the attack. He goes over to Pedri, who is facing Upamecano. Upamecano wins the ball back for his team with a very, very good interception. Now it's Pavard. Pavard goes all the way over back to his defense. Now it's Goretzka. Goretzka with a lot of green space, and he is using it to his advantage. He tries to win a lot of meters, and he does. Now he goes to Davis. Davis, who has Lewandowski on his left side, to his wing, is a very strange sight to see, but he is on the wing right now playing, and he is deemed once again offside. I think Davis hang on to the ball a little bit too long, and yes, he was offside by just a few meters, but he is deemed offside. And right now, Marc-André Stegen gets the ball rolling once again for his team inside their own half. Right now, it's Jordi Alba who goes to Memphis. Memphis loses the ball once again. Now it's Sule. Sule goes to Kimmich. Right now, it seems as if Bayern Munich aren't really even playing at 100% their capabilities or even intensity. They're simply playing it quite calmly and with a lot of patience. And Barcelona seem to be having a lot of trouble creating from the midfield towards the top. Right now, it's Kimmich once again who has the ball. He has some green spaces in front of him. Now he's being pressured. He goes over to Goretzka. Goretzka once again with Kimmich. Now Kimmich with Davis. Davis with Pavard. Once again, Kimmich. Now Sané. Sané with Müller. Müller on the edge of the box. And here comes the shot. And it is a goal. It is a goal for Bayern Munich. A long shot. I think it took a touch by one of the defenders of Barcelona. It actually caught a lot of the surprise by Marc-André ter Stegen. It is a goal for Bayern Munich after a very, very long attempt by Thomas Müller. And it did have, I think, a deflection. I'm not quite sure who it hit, but Marc-André ter Stegen was on his left side, and he simply saw the ball slither in through the middle of the goal. Right now, I'll tell you who it hit. Eddie Garcia on the back, and that ball simply changed his course completely. Marc-André ter Stegen couldn't really do anything, but I think it is a fair prize for Bayern Munich, who was simply attempting a lot more than Barcelona. And Barcelona was simply trying to hang back and not concede a single goal. A lot of luck possibly in this goal for Thomas Müller. Nevertheless, it is a goal for them. And so 34 minutes have been played. Bayern Munich lead 1-0. And we'll have to see how Barcelona reacts to this first goal. Right now, they have lost the ball again once again in midfield. It is Lewandowski who's leading the attack. He goes to Sané with a lot of speed. He cuts back inside the box. He tries to get away from Ronald Araujo. And Ronald Araujo brings down Leroy Sané with a lot of physicality, but no foul is deemed. Right now, it's Kimmich who intercepts the ball and steals the ball away from Frenkie de Jong. Kimmich, and he goes all the way over to the right with Pavard. A lot of intensity right now by Bayern Munich, intercepting the ball right away and trying to not really give Barcelona a single moment of peace. Right now, Upamecano with a lot of time and a lot of patience, he decides to go back towards Manuel Neuer. Now Neuer goes to his left with Davis. Right now, it's Leroy Sané once again leading the attack through the left side. He goes over to Kimmich. Kimmich with a lot of space in front of him. Nobody's even really pressuring him. I think he tried to pass the ball over to Sané, but neither Sané nor Davies were really quite ready for that pass. And it's a throw in for Barcelona, and Ronald Araujo is getting ready to simply take it. Sergio Roberto gets the ball once again playing. He goes over to Araujo. Araujo simply heads the ball out as far away as possible. A free kick, a foul has been given. I think it was Robert Lewandowski who went over the top against Ronald Araujo. And now it's another free kick inside their own half for Barcelona. And 35 minutes have been played of these first 45. Barcelona now have the ball once again. It's Pedri. Pedri goes over to Frenkie de Jong. Frenkie looking for one of his teammates. He goes over to Sergio Roberto on the right. Now Araujo. Araujo goes over to Marc-André ter Stegen, who goes over to Piqué. And now Piqué looking for one of his teammates. He goes short with Pedri. Now, right now, Bayern Munich are really waiting for Barcelona near the midfield and not really even allowing them to have that much of a long pass option or even a short option for that case. Right now, it's Busquets that finds Jordi Alba. Now Memphis that is trying to get away from Upamecano. Upamecano with a lot of defensive skill kicks the ball out of play. Right now, it's another throw-in for Barcelona, this time a little bit closer to the edge of the box of Manuel Neuer. Right now, it's once again Sergio Busquets. Busquets goes back towards Gerard Piqué. Now it's Araujo. Araujo back with Busquets. Busquets has to play a lot of these kind of balls, looking for widening a little bit more of the pitch for Barcelona, not playing that close to the center of the pitch. Right now it's Garcia. He goes over to Alba. Now Pedri trying to get away from two. He does pass the ball back towards Busquets. Now Araujo goes over to Sergio Roberto. And once again, Busquets trying to find Pedri. He does find him. Now Memphis with Luuk de Jong. Luuk de Jong with Jordi Alba. Jordi Alba with a lot of space in front of him. He goes with a good cross. And it goes over the head of Frenkie de Jong, who was all alone inside the box. He didn't have really someone who was covering him. But it went just a little bit over his head, and he didn't really have a clear contact on the ball. He didn't even, I think he didn't even contact the ball. But a good attempt once again through the space of Jordi Alba. And right now, Bayern Munich are allowing Barcelona to have a lot more of the ball, and it almost paid off for Barcelona. It almost played against the German side. Neuer goes long with Musiala, and Musiala tries to head in the direction of Robert Lewandowski. In the end, it finds its way over to Gerard Piqué. Now Garcia with Alba. Now Busquets. As I said before, right now Barcelona are having a little bit more of the possession, but Bayern Munich are playing really close in between the lines. They're not even really allowing Barcelona to have one of those clear options every single time. Busquets is trying to play a lot wider and probably generate a lot more space with that action, but so far not being really that successful for either Barcelona nor Busquets. Right now it's Araujo on the right side. He goes over to Roberto. Once again, Araujo plays it back towards Marc-André ter Stegen. Not being pressured at all this time. He goes over and long towards Busquets. Busquets heads it towards De Jong. Now Garcia. Bayern Munich, as I said before, simply waiting for Barcelona to do a little bit, to do something, and possibly and simply grab in on the counter attack and badly positioned. Right now, it's Memphis who was trying to get away. He did get away, I think, from Kimmich, and he almost got away from Davis, but Davis simply is faster and got in a good position and got the ball back. Now it's Kimmich. Kimmich trying to find Lewandowski. He does find the attacker. Now it's once again Müller, the scorer of the first goal of this match. Kimmich once again. And he goes a little bit slower this time. He goes back to Goretzka. Now Davis Davis facing Pedri. Once again, Davis tries to slither away. He's not that successful, but he plays the ball back towards Sule. Now Pavard on the right side. Bayern Munich also trying to play a little bit more calmly, not that much of intensity or even that much energy right now for the German side. And also Barcelona aren't really applying any sort of pressure. They're simply allowing Bayern Munich to have the ball either between their defense or the midfield. Now Kimmich a lot of green space as Frenkie de Jong simply diverted his course over to the other side. Now Davis tried to find Musiala in the middle. Gerard Piqué is first to the ball. Now he's being pressured by Musiala. He simply kicks the ball away as far away as possible. Memphis with a poor control, and now a throw in for Bayern Munich. But Nagelsmann, the manager of Bayern, isn't very that happy so far. He's asking for a lot more intensity from his players, and we'll see if they can actually deliver on what their manager is asking of them. Right now it's Luke De Jong. De Jong finds Jordi Alba, who has a lot of space in front of him. Now he's facing Pavard. He's asking for somewhat of a. He's asking for a little bit of companionship. He did try a good cross, but right now I think it was Upamecano who won the ball back for Bayern Munich, and I'm not quite sure what was deemed. I think Luke De Jong, who was on the other side of that cross, was deemed a little bit offside. But right now, it's once again Bayern Munich who has the ball, and they're really they're playing with a lot of patience. They're not playing with any sort of fire at the moment. They're simply allowing the match to run its course, and whenever they can, they'll certainly try to find Barcelona in a counter attack. Right now, it's Thomas Müller who tries to find Musiala, and Musiala wins a throw in after Sergio Busquets gave the ball away. Right now, it's Upamecano back with Sula. Now Sule with Thomas Müller. Now Leroy Sané. Sané with a little bit of time. He goes back towards Goretzka. Now it's Kimmich. Kimmich tries with a good cross, and he does find Davis inside the box. Now he goes to the center of the box with a good cross. It hit, I think, Goretzka, but it was simply too strong. And now the Barcelona club won the ball back, and I think Davis was once again deemed offside. I'm not quite sure. Yes, he was deemed offside. So right now, Barcelona gets the ball rolling once again. 43 minutes have been played. Eddie Garcia, they go over to Piqué. Right now, the defense of Barcelona with a lot of time not being even nearly pressured or even facing one of the attackers of Bayern Munich at the moment. Gerard Piqué, once again with Garcia. Barcelona playing a very conservative kind of football, not even really risking any sort of long pass or any interesting kind of play. They even give the ball away. This time Busquets gives the ball away. It's Musiala on the right. He gets away very easily from the Spanish player. Musiala almost gets away once again by Pedri. He was saying that he was tripped up by Pedri, but now the ball is in the feet of Busquets. Now Jordi Alba try to find Memphis in a quick break, but Nicolas Sule was all over the Dutch attacker, and it's a throw-in for Bayern Munich. So just as a quick recap, Bayern Munich scored a goal with Thomas Müller at the 33rd minute. From that moment on, Bayern Munich hasn't had that much intensity anymore. Barcelona hasn't shown really anything rather than just a few good crosses. But but certainly Ronald Koeman will be looking to make a few changes at the halftime. He'll certainly be looking to who he has on the bench. And well, let's hope that they can actually do something a little bit different. I see that I have a comment right now from Amon Bowen. I'm sorry if I completely butchered your name. Has De Jong touched the ball? Yes, he has touched the ball. He has had a few good passes, but the connection is simply not there yet. and he hasn't been at top form certainly. Right now, it's the first half has come to an end. Um, Barcelona is losing against Bayern Munich 1-0 after a goal by Thomas Müller. Barcelona aren't really having their day yet. They haven't played that well. Um, they have tried to create a little bit of attack and a little bit of a flow towards the goal of Manuel Neuer, but they haven't been that successful. Luke De Jong hasn't also really had that connection. It's just natural. He's just been in Barcelona for a few weeks. And Memphis has also, I think, lacked a little bit of connection with the other attacker. And it seemed as if Barcelona was trying to play conservative and not really allow um, Bayern Munich to score. Nevertheless, that has happened, and we'll see what Ronald Koeman has under his sleeve to try to correct this what has been happening so far in the match. Um, as always, if you have any questions, please be sure to leave it in the comment section. I'll be sure to check them out. And right now, I'm going to take a quick break, and I'll be back in a few minutes, and also be covering the second half. As always, thank you all very much for tuning in. And as always, please support us. We always appreciate a lot the support. And I'll be back in a few minutes. And let's hope that everything changes for Barcelona. I'll be back, and I'll see you in a few. Welcome back, everybody, and welcome back. We'll be starting the second half in no time. Right now, Barcelona are losing 1-0 against Bayern Munich after a very lucky strike by Thomas Müller, who had a good, well, he tried to have a good shot off, but I think he was very, very lucky because it hit the back end of Eddie Garcia, and it was very, very. I think it did change a lot the trajectory of the ball, and so Bayern Munich are winning 1-0 right now. Barcelona are having the they are kicking off right now, and I'm not quite sure. I'm sorry, internet internet difficulties right now, but Barcelona have kicked off, and right now Barcelona are having the ball once again. They are having it at their feet. I have another comment. I'll be sure to check it out very quickly. What does Barca have to do to draw or win for Evan Bowen? Um, well, I think right now they have to really step it up a notch, both in the midfield and the attack. I'm not quite sure if playing Luke de Jong was the correct decision, but they do have Philippe Coutinho on the bench to simply possibly add a little bit different to what has been happening in the midfield and the attack. So I do think that they have to have a little bit more of intensity going forward. And at the moment when Bayern attacks, not really give them all those second chances that they've been having because of poor passes or poor clearance by Barcelona. So I think those are the main points to be focusing on. And as always, if you have a question, if you have a comment, please be sure to leave it in the comment section and I'll check them out as the match goes on. Right now, it is Bayern that has the ball once again. I think no substitutions have been made. I'll be sure to check it really quickly for you guys. But right now, Hernandez has the ball in his feet, and he goes very quickly towards Gerard Piqué once again. And yeah, so no changes have been made. Same 22 players are back on the pitch. Honestly, quite surprised Ronald didn't make any single change after what we saw in the first half. But we'll have to trust the manager. And right now, it's Nicolas Sule who is in the Barca side, and he goes over to Alphonse Davies. Now, once again, Thomas Müller on the edge of the box. I think he tried to do another very similar shot to the first one that resulted in the goal. And right now, it's Benjamin Pavard. Pavard facing Pedri. Pavard goes back towards Leon Goretzka, who has once again a lot of green space in front of him, and he tries to find with a through pass Robert Lewandowski inside the box. And I think Bayern Munich are trying to play it, all the way into to inside the box, because if they really had the intentions, they could have gone for a strike in a few occasions. But so far, they've been trying to play all the way inside the box, basically inside the 5-yard box. And right now, it's a throw in for Barcelona. It's Jordi Alba who is getting ready. He's looking for some of his teammates. He's not really seeing anyone getting or even showing some movement. He goes over to Memphis. Memphis, who is disarmed basically immediately by Leon Goretzka. In the end, it is another goal kick for Marc-André ter Stegen. He gets the ball playing once again very quickly. He goes over to Frenkie. Frenkie gets away from both Sané and I think Kimmich. And this time he goes back towards Gerard Piqué, who finds Sergio Roberto somehow. Now Busquets, who passes it over to Memphis, who with a good technique lets the ball simply go through his feet. And now almost a good cross by Jordi Alba. And now it's Busquets with a long attempt with his left foot, and it passed very close to the goal of Manuel Neuer. He came out of nowhere. He was simply walking towards the box, And then with a good attempt, Thomas Müller did have a touch on the ball, and he sent it towards the corner kick. And here comes Pedri, who's getting ready. Memphis is very close to him, also as a second option. This time he goes over to Jordi Alba, who tried to cross it, but Davis simply won this time. Now it's ball for Marc-André ter Stegen. Right now it's Pedri that passes the ball over to Busquets once again. And De Jong almost loses the ball. He does lose the ball against Sané. Sané, who gets away also from Gerard Piqué. Now he tries to find Davies, but Ronald Araujo with an incredible tackle, and he wins the ball back for his team, and he also wins the ball back for his team. And now it's another goal kick for Marc-André ter Stegen. It seemed as if Davies was almost inside the box in a very good position to simply pass the ball to one of his teammates. But Ronald Araujo reacted impressively, and he won the ball back for Barcelona. A little bit more of intensity by Barcelona at this moment. And Sergio Busquets almost loses the ball in a 3v3 situation towards to Leon Goretzka. Luckily for him, the referee gave another foul, and it's once again the ball for Barcelona. He goes long looking for Sergio Roberto, who hasn't really even troubled Davis, and Davis really containing him thanks to his speed and his agility. Sergio Roberto hasn't really done that much for the Catalans, and we'll see if he is one of the substituted off. Right now, Kimmich almost loses the ball after looking for a long pass. I think it was for Sané, but he hit his teammate Leon Goretzka. Right now, it's Musiala against Sergio Roberto. Musiala plays it back over to Sule. Now Upamecano, who is being a little bit pressured by Luc de Jong, but the French defender gets away very easily from that kind of pressure. And now he goes over to Sule once again. Now Sané a little bit more inside of the mid of the attack for Bayern Munich. Now Pavard goes over to Musiala, who is on his right. Now Sané on the edge of the box. He finds Robert Lewandowski. He goes back to Sané with a good shot, but it's an incredible block by Marc-André ter Stegen. I'm not quite sure how he did. He had two defenders of his own team in front of him, but somehow he reacted perfectly to that incredibly violent shot by Leroy Sané. He had in front of him Jordi Alba, and with the tip of his toe, he simply deflected that shot and went just wide of his own goal. It's right now a throw-in for Bayern Munich, and an incredible save by Marc-André ter Stegen. Looking to the comment section, I have another comment from Biel. Would Ansu Fati win it for Barca if he wasn't injured? I'd like to think so. I'd like to think that Barcelona would be a better side with Ansu on the pitch, definitely. I'm not sure if he would win it for Barcelona, but definitely he would add a lot more to this lacking attack by Barcelona in this match. Right now, once again, Davis against Sergio Roberto on that left side. Davis looking for Thomas Müller. He lets the ball slide towards Goretzka, and now Müller has the ball again once again. But now this time, it's, I think, Piqué that wins the ball back for the Culés. And a lot of intensity. Now Upamecano brings down Memphis with a very, very clean attempt on him with using his physical side. Now Memphis is having the ball once again after a poor pass by Kimmich. Barcelona once again having a lot of issues on the defense. And I think they're trying to play it more like will not concede that much and try to break into space. But the problem with that is that they don't have neither the speed nor really the accuracy right now. Once again, it's Sané on the edge of the box. Sané plays it towards Thomas Müller. Now Busquets, who is robbed of the ball by Thomas Müller, but the referee once again gives another foul. Right now, Bayern Munich are simply playing and showing off all their abilities. Some of their players are playing it from the back of their heel. They're doing a lot of, I think, unnecessary finesse on Barcelona, but still, it seems as if they're closer to the second one rather than Barcelona closer to the first goal. Right now, it's Barcelona once again with Marc-André ter Stegen, and he's being pressured by Robert Lewandowski. He goes long with Luc de Jong, who is trying to control it under the intense pressure of Upamecano. In the end, the Dutch attacker is not successful, and it finds its way all the way over to Manuel Neuer. Now he goes over to Nicolas Sule. Sule is going forward with a lot of free space in front of him. Now Alphonso Davies. Now Kimmich. Bayern Munich are not even showing any intensity. They're simply playing it around and knowing that Barcelona don't have the capabilities of getting the ball back in their favor. Right now, they almost found Thomas Müller, who was going into a 1v1 situation against Marc-André ter Stegen, but I believe it was Sergio Busquets who intercepted that ball very well for Barcelona. Once again, they try to find Memphis with a long pass, but it's either Upamecano or Sule who are there first. And once again, the ball is in the foot of a Bayern Munich player. This time, I think it's Thomas Müller. He tried to find Musiala. Musiala wins the ball somehow. He faces Gerard Piqué, who gets the ball away from him, but it falls to the feet once again of a Bayern Munich player. This time it's Alphonso Davies. He tries a good shot. It falls to Musiala. Musiala hits the crossbar, and now a goal for Robert Lewandowski. A goal for Bayern Munich, an incredible shot by Musiala, who hit the post, and then the deflection simply found its way to the feet of Robert Lewandowski, who was all alone and simply had to tap it in. A goal for Bayern Munich, a second goal for the German side. 55 minutes have been played. Goal for Robert Lewandowski. Right now, it is 2-0 for Bayern Munich, 55 minutes, and tough luck for Barcelona in both goals. Nevertheless, they have been there to score it, and Robert Lewandowski simply had to tap the ball across from the goal line, as Marc-André ter Stegen simply was not in position to do anything than just see. Rojo was a closest defender towards the Polish attacker, but he was simply not in the position to do anything, and Lewandowski simply reacted more quickly. So 2-0, Bayern Munich are leading. They don't even seem to be playing at their full throttle, but they are winning. Goal for Thomas Müller and a goal for Robert Lewandowski. We'll see if Barcelona can react in some way and do something a little bit more different. Right now, they're trying to attack through that left side with Pedri. A throw in for Barcelona. It's for Jordi Alba. Jordi Alba goes back towards Eddie Garcia. Eddie Garcia looking for someone to pass it to. He goes back to Jordi Alba. Now Eddie Garcia. Busquets tried to find Pedri between lines, but he isn't really that successful. They go back towards Manuel Neuer. And now Manuel Neuer goes over to Pavard. This time, Jordi Alba is quick and tries to intercept it. But the ball simply, I think it bounced out off the head of Eddie Garcia. And it is a throw-in for Bayern Munich after Barcelona was applying a good set of high and intense pressure. And right now, I think it's Pavard who is getting ready to throw the ball back into play for the German side. As we see that a few players are getting ready for Barcelona, I believe it's Gavi and Yusuf Demir. I'm not quite sure who will be substituted off, but two very young players will be coming on for Barcelona. We'll see if they can bring something a little bit different to the table for the Catalan side that have been lacking a lot today. Right now, it's Upamecano, once again, that has the ball. He goes over to Müller. Müller gives the ball badly in a poor manner trying to find Pavard, but the ball goes out of play, and now it's a throw-in for Barcelona, and the substitutions will be taking place. Sergio Busquets is one of the players that will be coming off. He is giving the captain band wristband towards Gerard Piqué. Not his best performance for Sergio Busquets, but also he was one of the best, I think, in that midfield. On for him is Gavi, the teenager. I think he's 16 years old, and Sergio Roberto will be also leaving the pitch in favor of Yusuf Demir. So both Gavi and Yusuf Demir are on for Sergio Busquets and Sergio Roberto. Right now, it's Barcelona that wins the ball back. I think it was actually Gavi who won it very quickly against against Sané. This time it's once again Davis who with a lot of great space in front of him. He finds Sané once again. He almost tried to find Robert Lewandowski. He was almost successful. It finds its way over to Demir. Demir goes with Frenkie de Jong. Now Gavi, who is being dispossessed by Sané, he's grabbing his face as if Sané had made a little bit of contact with him on his face. But the ball keeps on rolling. Here comes Thomas Müller. The defense of Barcelona simply get rid of it as quickly as possible. I think it was Eddie Garcia who found the ball at his feet and simply tried to get it as far away as possible. Right now it's Musiala. Musiala goes over to Müller. Müller goes with Kimmich. Now, once again, Davis finds Musiala. A little bit of keep ball between them. They find with an incredible pass Musiala, but Marc-André ter Stegen is quick and is the first to get to the ball. Almost an incredible and fantasy play between Musiala and Thomas Müller. Nevertheless, the German goalkeeper was first to get there and simply intercept the ball. Another comment by Evan Bowen. Can you see Bayern winning this 3 or 4-0? I wouldn't like to say I would, but I think that if they really turn it up a notch, Barcelona can't really do anything to prevent that. Right now, once again, Leroy Sané, who is dispossessed by Gavi, the teenager, he tries to protect the ball. He's using his physical ability. He tries to pass the ball quickly to Memphis. Memphis not having a good day at all at the moment. He hasn't been really found by his teammates. Right now, it's Alphonso Davies with a lot of green space in front of him. He has Musiala on the other side, but Ronald Araujo gets there first, and he simply intercepts that cross. But the ball finds its way back to Davis. Davis once again with a lot of green space in front of him. This time Gavi dispossesses him. And now it's Pedri. Pedri now with some space in front of him, a little bit of pockets of space. He goes over to Yusuf Demir, I believe. Yes, it is Yusuf. Yusuf trying to find and trying to create something. And he almost finds Pedri, but he's not as lucky. Now it's once again ball for Bayern Munich. Now it's Alphonso Davies. Davies goes over to Robert Lewandowski, who is playing this right now on the wing. Now Leroy Sané, who is playing a little bit more at the center of the attack of Bayern Munich. Right now, Bayern once again playing a little bit of keep ball between the defense and the goalkeeper. Barcelona aren't really being able to apply successfully any kind of pressure. Once again, it is Robert Lewandowski on the wing against Ronald Araujo. He gets away from the German defender, but the Uruguayan defender simply, I'm not quite sure how, but he recomposed and he won the ball back for Barcelona. They go back to Marc-André ter Stegen. Now Eddie Garcia, who is being a little bit pressured. Pedri against, I think it's Pavard. Pavard traced him all the way back towards basically his own box. And once again, it's Piqué. Piqué looking for a long pass with Luc de Jong, but not being back successful as it has been happening basically all this match. Right now, it's Jordi Alba with Memphis. Memphis being once again stolen from the ball by Upamecano. And right now, it is Frenkie de Jong with Gerard Piqué. Now, Ronald Araujo. Right now, it is once again Barcelona keeping the ball with their own defenders and not allowing the Bayern to have the ball, but also not really going forward. Now it is Piqué that goes forward, looking for Yusuf, who is playing on the right side, where Frenkie de Jong was, where Sergio Roberto was playing before. Now I think it's Leon Goretzka who is being brought down. I think it was Gavi who brought him down, and Leon Goretzka is not really happy with that. Leon Goretzka simply tried to pass the ball with his head over to Manuel Neuer, and Gavi came back and simply, I think, applied a lot of pressure on his back and brought him down. A foul is being given. Gavi is not shown the yellow card by Leon Goretzka, but Leon Goretzka is not happy at all. Right now, it's Upamecano that once again has the ball. Leroy Sané has been having a lot of freedom and liberty to simply play wherever he wants and allow Bayern Munich and especially Alphonse Davies to have also a lot of space and not really get in each other's way. Right now, it's Memphis who almost dispossesses Upamecano, but the French defender has enough ability to get the ball away. Now it's Musiala. Musiala gets the ball stolen from him. Two more substitutions will be coming on for Barcelona. If I saw correctly, it will be Coutinho. So the presentation of Philippe Coutinho this season for Barcelona, Coutinho and Mingueza. But first, substitution for Bayern Munich. I think it will be Musiala who will be coming off, and Coman will be brought on. Right now, the French attacker is still sitting on the bench. It doesn't seem as if the substitution will be made right now. A little bit of confusion, but I'm not quite sure what is happening. Both players of Bayern Munich are sitting on the bench still, but they are being brought on now. It is Benjamin Pavard who is being brought off, and Lucas Hernandez is on. So defender for defender, another solid defender, Lucas Hernandez. And I'm not sure if the other substitution will be also brought on. So Eric Garcia is brought off, and now Oscar Mingueza is on, two La Masia product players, one being brought off and one being brought on. So Mingueza is now on the pitch, and now Philippe Coutinho is also being brought on. In a second, I'll tell you who he will be substituting. But I'm not quite sure who has been brought off. I had a little bit of internet difficulties, but I'll tell you in a second. Coutinho was brought on for Luc de Jong. So Coutinho is playing now with Memphis at the top. We'll see if both can have a little bit more of a connection. As de Jong didn't really have a good match. He didn't really even connect with any of the other Barcelona players. He tried to do his best, but he wasn't really that successful. Right now, Bayern Munich once again has a ball. It's Thomas Müller who is on the edge of the box. He's looking for a player. He goes with a good cross, but neither of the players, I think it was both Lucas Hernandez, no, it was Leon Goretzka and Robert Lewandowski, did not understand really well what the intention was. And so they both ran a little bit too far. Right now it's Oscar Mingueza who has the ball, a very good player who had his breakthrough season last season, and he played really, really well. Right now it's Yusuf Demir. He goes over to Jordi Alba on the left. Now Coutinho looking and having a little bit more space. He goes over to Demir. Demir gets away from Kimmich with a very solid move. Now he goes over to Coutinho once again, who is playing on the left. Coutinho with a good shot in, almost a good shot, a long attempt. He at least tried something different, a good shot from long distance. It went over the crossbar, but at least he made Neuer move a little bit. It went over, but at least trying to do a little bit something more creative and different by the Brazilian player. Once again, I am on Bowen. Is there a stream tomorrow? For what match? No, sorry, no stream tomorrow. Blaugranagram right now only covers Barca's matches. So yeah, sorry for that, man. But right now we only have Barcelona coverage. Once again, Coutinho with a throw-in. He goes for Memphis. Memphis, who is trying to draw back a little bit from both Kimmich and Sule. He goes to the ground, but the referee does not give anything. He knows he wasn't even fouled. And now it will be a goal kick for Manuel Neuer. It's almost 78 minutes played, and another substitution will be brought on. This time it will happen. Musiala will be brought off, and this time Serge Gnabry, the German attacker, will be brought on to the pitch. So Serge Gnabry also on the pitch right now for Bayern Munich, and they will be looking for him immediately. He is onside, and he was almost in a 1v1 situation against Marc-André ter Stegen, but the German goalkeeper was first to get to the position in which he could simply intercept the ball. but it seemed as if the Barcelona defense was not ready for the quickness and the speed of Serge Gnabry. Right now, it's Barcelona with the ball once again. They go over to Coutinho, who's playing on the left side a little bit as a left winger, as we saw him so many years at Liverpool. We'll see if he's actually playing in that position or if he's simply positioned that time in that part of the pitch. Right now, it's Gavi. Gavi goes over to Frenkie de Jong. Frenkie de Jong goes over to Demir. Demir looking for someone. He goes all the way over to the left to Jordi Alba with a good pass. Jordi Alba with a good cross, and it almost found its way over to Coutinho, but Manuel Neuer was there and simply had to grab the ball. I think actually Jordi Alba is asking for a substitution right now. I'm not quite sure. I'll confirm in a minute. But now Bayern Munich are trying to attack a little bit more against Barcelona. This time it's also Mingueza with a lot more intensity, who intercepts the ball. Frenkie de Jong with a good control after a bad pass by Demir. Right now, it's once again Coutinho on the left side. Coutinho trying to get away. He passes it over to Jordi Alba. Jordi Alba, it seems to not be that comfortable right now. He isn't really having that much movement, but he does find somehow Gavi, who is inside the box. He was deemed offside, but nevertheless, a good movement by the youngster, trying to break a little bit the status quo that's been happening between the midfield and the defense of Bayern Munich. The 17-year-old Gavi trying to do a little bit more different for his team. And I do think Jordi Alba has asked for the substitution after that last effort, looking for a cross. But right now, it is Bayern Munich that has the ball with Lucas Hernandez. He goes over to Niklas Süle. Once again, Lucas Hernandez. Lucas Hernandez gets away from Pedri. Now he tries to get away, and he does get away also from Gavi. Now he plays it back to his defender as well, Upamecano. He goes over to Serge Gnabry. Serge Gnabry with a good through ball over to Goretzka. Goretzka tried to hit it first time, but it was simply too easy for Marc-André ter Stegen. And now the German goalkeeper has the ball once again in his possession, and he goes over to Piqué. Now Frenkie de Jong. 71 minutes have been played completely, and Barcelona, I'm not quite sure if they'll be able to score a goal in this match. Bayern Munich are winning 2-0, 2 goals that have had a little bit of luck to them. First, the goal of Thomas Müller, who hit it from long distance and was deflected by Eddie Garcia's back, and it went simply through the middle of the goal as Marc-André ter Stegen had already launched himself to his left. And the second one, after a good shot by Musiala that hit the post, and Robert Lewandowski simply had to tap it in, and he was the first one to react to it. And now, actually, Jordi Alba did ask for Serge Gnabry to actually kick the ball out of play, and now it is another youngster of Barcelona who is getting ready to come on. This time, it is Alejandro Valdez, the left back. So Jordi Alba is leaving the pitch with an injury, I believe, and let's hope that it's nothing that too serious. And Alejandro Valdez, another La Masia product and another youngster, getting his UEFA Champions League debut against Bayern Munich. Right now, Barcelona get the ball once again into play with a throw-in, and they gave the ball back to Bayern Munich as a show of fair play after Serge Gnabry played the ball out, so then Jordi Alba could be substituted off. Right now, it's once again Upamecano. Upamecano goes back to Manuel Neuer. And now it's Gavi that once again uses a lot of intensity and brings a player down of Bayern Munich. I think this time it was actually Joshua Kimmich. And yeah, it was Joshua Kimmich who was brought down. Now Yusuf Demir almost wins the ball back. He did win the ball back for a few seconds and was also almost going into attacking mode. But Lucas Hernandez was very quick to simply intercept the ball. And right now, it's once again a ball for Bayern Munich. It is Serge Gnabry. Serge Gnabry looking for, I think it was Thomas Müller, but this time I think it was once again Gavi that used a lot of intensity to win the ball back. Now it's almost Memphis who almost won a good position to go into the 1v1 situation. But once again, Lucas Hernandez simply hanged on, and won it back. Another comment. Thank you so much for commenting so much, Biel. What do you think is wrong with Barca at the moment, and why are they not what they used to be? Um, I think Barcelona is going through a transition. Those players that actually gave Barca so many golden days, as we all know, Iniesta, Xavi, Busquets, Piqué, even Jordi Alba a little bit, Messi, obviously, they're all starting to slowly go away from the club or simply retire. And I think it's that moment in which Barcelona have to make a complete change and start to use once again the youngsters. As I was saying that, it was almost a good cross by Oscar Mingueza. It almost found Memphis inside the box, but Upamecano was first there. So yeah, Biel, uh, it was almost. I'm sorry, I lost my train of thought. But yeah, Bill, I think it's that transition towards a younger squad and different names, and not only depending on Messi. And I think it's that kind of change right now for Barcelona, and it will take time, but I'm sure we'll get there once again. Right now, it's once again Bayern Munich, 76 minutes of play. Once again, Robert Lewandowski inside the box. He tried to play it. I think it was back to Goretzka, but right now it was Frankie de Jong that won the ball back. But I don't know why he played it back towards Ronald Araujo. And now Ronald Araujo is obligated to simply kick the ball away. He's not happy at all. I'm not quite sure why Frankie played it back to him when he could have simply got the ball away himself. But right now it is on the feet of once again Frenkie. He is trying to dribble past a few players. He is successful now. He finds Alejandro Valdez. Valdez with a lot of speed. He cuts back. He goes to Coutinho. Coutinho with a lot of space and a good shot, but it simply cut off. I think it was by Lucas Hernandez once again. Had he left his side up a little bit, I think he would have seen that to his right he had Demir a little bit isolated. But a good attempt of a counter attack by Barcelona, and it was Lucas Hernandez who simply got in the way of that attempt. But once again, Coutinho proving to do a little bit something different. And now Bayern Munich with a little bit of a counter attack of themselves. Serge Gnabry is facing Alejandro Valdez, and he isn't successful at all. Alejandro Valdez contained him really well, and at the end, the German attacker tried to play it with a low cross to the box, and no one was there to simply intercept it. Now Memphis is being brought down, and Upamecano is shown the yellow card because he brought down the Dutch attacker when he was simply trying to defend the ball using his physicality. I think he did have a little bit of a contact on his hip, and so he is shown the yellow card. I wouldn't say it's been a poor game for Barcelona. I think they just lacked a few things. And I think Ronald Koeman is trying to really establish what his starting 11 will be. But as I said before, Barcelona are going through a completely different transition right now. They're trying to find the right players, trying to find out if the young players that are growing in La Masia are up to the task. And we'll see how much patience we'll have with this team. Right now, it's Philippe Coutinho with an incredible movement. He finds Alejandro Valdez on the left side with a lot of speed, with almost a good cross, who was trying to find, I think, once again, Coutinho. But Nicolas Sule was there and simply, I'm not sure if it was Sule or once again Lucas Hernandez who cut the ball off. But Alejandro Valdez, at least in these first few minutes, is not intimidated at all by this scenario and is playing really well and is trying to show off his main traits that are basically his speed and his elusiveness. Right now it's Pedri. Pedri goes with Coutinho. Coutinho with an absolute beautiful touch towards Gavi. Now Gavi, he finds Demir, and a bad control by Demir. And now Coutinho is being dispossessed, and now Demir is once again dispossessed. An almost incredible play between the Catalan attackers. But now Bayern Munich are trying to go a little bit into a counterattack. Alphonse Davies almost had a little bit of green space in front of him, but he was chased back by Demir. And now it is Leon Goretzka with the ball in the middle of the field. He goes over to Nicolas Sula. Once again, it's Thomas Müller. Now Upamecano, once again, not being really that pressured by Memphis. Memphis clearly fatigued by this match. And he isn't really doing that. He really isn't having that much movement anymore. Right now, Manuel Neuer almost loses the ball because of a bad control towards Memphis Depay. But now it is once again ball for Bayern Munich. Now it's Sule trying to find Müller. He is trying to find Robert Lewandowski, but once again, Marc-André ter Stegen is quicker and simply intercepts the ball in midair. And now it's once again Pedri with Frenkie de Jong. Once again, Barcelona playing a lot of, I'm not sure if patience or if lack of pace, but they're playing a little bit slow right now until Frenkie de Jong is being pressured by Thomas Müller. He goes all the way over to Oscar Minguez on the right. He goes back to the Dutch midfielder. Once again, Gavi. Gavi goes back to de Jong. Now Piqué that almost loses the ball to Serge Gnabry. Now Alejandro Valdez once again going into the attack very quickly with a lot of space, but he's simply dispossessed. Once again, he faces 2 or 3 defenders each time. And now another foul, I think this time by Gavi. Once again, yes, it was Gavi. And now he is shown the yellow card. 80 minutes have been played, just 10 to go. He did bring down Thomas Müller. And I think Gavi is showing a lot of character, trying to be as intense as he can. But I'm not sure what's been going on through his head, using a lot of intensity. And I think another substitution will be brought on for Bayern Munich. Thomas Müller is being brought off in favor of Coman, the French attacker. Oh, I'm sorry, by Marcel Sabitzer, another former Leipzig player. And Leroy Sané will be brought off as well, and he will be substituted by Josip Stanisic. And also, Coman is being brought on for Nicolas Sule. So 3 changes for Bayern Munich. Nicolas Sule, Sané, and Thomas Müller have been brought off in favor of Stanisic. And I'm sorry, I was going to interrupt because it seemed as if Barcelona almost had the ball in their possession to go into the counterattack. Once again, Gavi brought down Upamecano. It seemed at first as if it had been a fair and clean tackle, but as we see the replay, he did contact a lot of Upamecano on his right spine, and or shell, I'm not quite sure how you call it, but so it is a foul, and he actually was lucky that he wasn't shown the second yellow card. Right now, it is once again Bayern Munich that have the ball, and I think they're simply going to play out the time that's left. I don't think they'll go into attack that much anymore. Right now, it is Alphonse Davies that is simply shaking off 2 players of Barcelona. I think it was Yusuf Demir and Gavi. He used his physicality and his speed to simply shake them off of his cover. Right now, Serge Gnabry, he goes back to the right back of Bayern Munich. I'm not quite sure. I'll tell you in a minute. Stanisic. And now Lucas Hernandez. Lucas Hernandez with a lot of time. He goes all the way over to the other side to Serge Gnabry, who will be facing once again Alejandro Valdez. He tries to play quickly, and he almost finds Robert Lewandowski inside the box. He finds his way over to Stanisic. Once again, Serge Gnabry inside the box. He plays it over to Sabitzer, and Sabitzer simply drills the ball, but it just hits outside of the net of Marc-André ter Stegen's goal. Another good succession of passes and in quick and small distances, and an incredible and strong shot by Sabitzer. Had Sabitzer looked to his left, he would have seen Robert Lewandowski all alone in front of goal. I think actually Sabitzer was a little bit offside, but nevertheless a good play by Bayern Munich. And now I think Yusuf Demir is dispossessed, and now it falls to It falls to Serge Gnabry, and now it finds its way over to Robert Lewandowski. And Robert Lewandowski scores his second goal. A brace for Robert Lewandowski. Once again, a little bit of luck for the Polish attacker. Serge Gnabry hit it, and it found its way through numerous rebounds to the feet of Robert Lewandowski, and Robert Lewandowski simply drilled his shot towards the top right corner. So 3-0 for Bayern Munich. 84 minutes have been played. The Barcelona defense is staggered. They don't even know what has been happening so far. I think a very poor day for Barcelona up until now, and it did hit once again the post by Serge Gnabry's shot, and it somehow found its way back to Lewandowski's feet. He simply took out of the equation Piqué and then drilled his shot very, very strongly. I think it was Araujo that had a little bit of a touch on it, but he couldn't really do anything to change the outcome of the play. And 3-0 for Bayern Munich. Another comment by Biel: Barca seem to play better when the young players are on. It does seem as if they bring something a little bit different to the team. So Barcelona are losing 3-0. I think it is already a very bad result for Barcelona as it was. Once again, Serge Gnabry with the ball as he recovered it really quickly, and he tried to hit it with his left foot very quickly. Ronald Koeman not really even knowing what to do anymore. 86 minutes have been played. A few minutes left. Let's see also what the referee gives as added time. And right now it's Alejandro Valdez once again who tries to find quickly. I'm not quite sure. I think it's Coutinho, but he simply loses once again to Upamecano. That last play was actually the result of a high pressure and high intensity recovery by Bayern Munich, as Yusuf Demir didn't really play it quickly, or even didn't play really smart. So Bayern Munich once again having good results thanks to that high intensity and high recovery pace that they have, and that's characteristic of Julian Nagelsmann. Right now, it's once again Bayern Munich with the ball. It's Leon Goretzka that is going forward with a lot of space and a lot of opportunity. He goes with Alphonso Davies. Now he goes all the way over. He was trying to find Marcel Sabitzer. He is facing once again, playing the ball. He goes over to Lewandowski. Lewandowski with almost a good with a good cross, but Gerard Piqué simply cuts the ball off. And now Robert Lewandowski is looking, I think, for his hat trick, possibly. It will be a corner kick for Bayern Munich. And let's hope that nothing else happens against Barcelona right now. Barcelona are losing 3-0, 2 goals by Robert Lewandowski and 1 goal by Thomas Müller. Right now it's Kimmich who is getting ready. Here comes the cross, and almost two players of Bayern Munich almost had a good contact, but the ball finds its way over to the safe hands of Marc-André ter Stegen. Now it's Gavi getting away from two players of Bayern Munich who were trying to press him quickly. Now it's Frenkie de Jong. Frenkie de Jong goes over to Philippe Coutinho. Now it goes over to the right to Oscar Mingueza. Once again, Coutinho, who is brought down by Marcel Sabitzer. And it will be a free kick from a long distance for Barcelona. We'll see if they actually try to do something. Now they play quick. And now it's once again Philippe Coutinho with Alejandro Valdez. Alex Valdez, who plays it to Memphis. Memphis trying to cover the ball against Upamecano once again, but once again, the French defender simply outplays him. And now Ronald Araujo, who simply tried to hit the ball as quickly as possible, but he simply He did a swing and a miss. They play it back all the way over to Marc-André ter Stegen. Once again, Ronald Araujo. Araujo with Gavi. Now Frenkie de Jong. Now Pedri. Pedri goes over to the left with Alejandro Valdez. Now Memphis. Now once again Gerard Piqué. Piqué goes over to Alejandro Valdez once again on the left, a little bit of space. He gets away from two players from Bayern Munich, showing his pace, showing how speedy he is. He almost had a good pass, but I think it was I'm not quite sure who actually had a little bit of a touch on it. I think it was Stanisek. And once again, Kimmich is being brought down by Philippe Coutinho, who's trying to apply a little bit of a pressure on him. 2 minutes have been added on. 90 minutes have been played, and 2 minutes left in this match. So Barcelona are losing. Once again, if you've just hopped in, if you haven't really seen all the stream, Barcelona are losing 3-0 towards Bayern Munich after two goals of Robert Lewandowski and one of Thomas Müller. All three have had a little bit of luck. Two after a good shot by another player that hit the post. But Barcelona have been outplayed, and Bayern Munich have been playing better. That's at the end of the day, that's what happened. Another comment. Once again, thank you so much for commenting this much. Who is your man of the match? I think it would be Robert Lewandowski, a brace who played well for Barcelona. I think it would be Ronald Araujo. I think, or Marc-André ter Stegen. Either of those, I think, would be my man of the match, to be honest. Who would be your guys? I don't know if you've actually been just listening or if you actually been watching it. But if you have any man of the match, if you think someone should be mentioned out in particular, please let me know. Just 30 seconds left in the match. It's Alejandro Valdez that is coming on. He's trying to go forward as quickly as possible. He isn't really that successful in going forward. Now it's Demir, the number 11. He goes over once again to Valdez. Valdez goes with Coutinho. Coutinho trying to do something a little bit on the left side, but he's just overwhelmed by so many players of Bayern Munich. He goes back to Pedri. Pedri plays it over to Oscar Mingueza, and I think this will be the end of the match. Oscar Mingueza plays it back, and yes, the referee has blown the final whistle. So Barcelona loses 3-0 to Bayern Munich, and simply outplayed by the German side. And well, I think a tough loss against the superior side. Not really much else to it. Not that much intensity, but by Barcelona. And well, it's been I think a tough match for all of them. Barcelona are really lacking a lot of players. They used some of the youngsters in the second half, but it was a tough match from the get-go. Well, I think it was simply a tough match from the get-go. They simply couldn't really click in the attack. The midfield could play well at some point, but they were simply overwhelmed at all times by Kimmich, by even Müller, who was playing really well. And the defense simply could not contain the attack of Bayern Munich. So, yeah, let's hope that this is the beginning of a good season for Barcelona in the Champions League, that they actually can pick up. And as a few other players are currently injured, can come back and aid the team. And, well, let's hope that it's from here to the top. Another few comments. Biel, what a great commentary. We'll definitely subscribe. Thank you so much, Biel. I appreciate it a lot. Also, Among Bowen, great stream. Thank you so much, guys. As you all know, well, as if you didn't know, we always do a live coverage of the Barcelona matches in Copa del Rey, La Liga, and Champions League. So I'll always be here. It will be either me or with another person, but we'll always be covering these matches. So yeah, keep an eye out. And once again, thanks a lot for the comments, and thanks a lot for tuning in. And I'll be sure to keep this up. As always, before we actually leave, if you have any other questions, comments, please be sure to leave them. If you want to check out more of Blaugranagram and what we do, please be sure to head over to our webpage, blaugranagram.com. We also have podcasts. Earlier today, I actually did the podcast with our CEO, I'm sorry, Omar Hawash, the Driven Shot. We talk about Barcelona's first team and all that. And tomorrow we'll be having Blaugranagram in a Johan, in which we talk about Barcelona B and Barcelona Femení. So please be sure to check out that. And also, if you want to support Blaugranagram, you can also buy merch in that link below and use this code that's actually from the Driven Shot podcast, TDS Live, for a 15% exclusive discount on your order. So yeah, once again, thanks a lot, you guys, for tuning in, and hope you're all keeping safe. And let's hope that it's this just like a small batch in the season of Barcelona. As always, peace and love. Hope you are well.